What's going on today, guys? Lego Man 213 here, back doing a comparison video between the Kobe M4 Sherman and the Kazi Tiger 323 Mark 1. Well, version 1, because they had two versions of the Tiger. Anyways, guys, without further ado, let's get right into it. So, before I actually start talking about the two tanks, I want to give a little backstory between the two. The Sherman was an M4 Sherman that was mass-produced by the Allies during World War II. It was a very urban-friendly tank because of its size, while the Tiger was not really mass-produced as well. They did have a couple thousand. It was more of an open country tank set up for basically shooting 2 kilometers at the greatest, I believe, that could take targets out from a good distance without having to worry about, hurting the crew unless, it needed it and they had to go into combat full-on driving mode, shooting. But the Tiger, like I said, guys, was open country, set up for kind of like a sniper tank, while the Sherman was more of like an infantryman where he could go into an urban environment, clear out an area, and move on while still functioning in open country. But without further ado, let's get right into it. Excuse me. I guess I'll start with the Kobe Sherman. M4 Sherman, overall, it's pretty historically accurate. I really like the way it was built. Scale-wise, it's actually really good. It's a good comparison between the Kobe and the Kazi. Really good comparison between the two. The Sherman itself was actually a fairly easy build to put together. There wasn't really a lot of Technic pieces involved, even though this is not a Lego set. Kobe kind of outdid themselves with using different techniques that Lego sometimes doesn't usually do. Kobe decided to do some different stuff. They have some nice molds for, like, say, your hatches here. I mean, those actually look really good. The build for the turret is actually really nice. I do like that. The tracks don't really move as good as, say, the Tiger, but overall, for a nice replica scale model, it looks really good. One of the things I will be changing up, though, guys, when I do the Fury Mock will be a bigger barrel, some wood on the sides, left and right, some extra, like a helmet here and there, and some other little greebling stuff, painting Fury on the barrel and whatnot. But moving on to the Kazi Tiger 323, aka Tiger 1, was the first Tiger version they made. Build overall, pretty good. It's a little flimsy here and there towards like the front sloped plate here, this here. The back mud flaps. I do have some gripes with it. I did have to modify a few pieces here and there in terms of the turret. When I first built it, Kazi had the turret facing it. It had it set up towards the front more. In real life, I Google pictures and whatnot, and from what I've done the research and my research and what my knowledge is, the turret sat back more, so I set it back more. Plus, I had to raise the platform up that the turret sits on because it would not allow the turret to move. I believe it was just this much. It could only move this much. I raised it up. I can move it off the whole 360. Overall, guys, it's a really fun model. I can actually focus it in towards over there. You guys can see I did all of the camoing on the Tiger. It actually looks really amazing, guys. Those were like the only gripes I had with it, were just the flimsiness of the two front plates, the mud flaps, and the turret. Overall, it's a really good scale replica of the actual Tiger itself. A little backstory on the Tiger itself. Tiger 323 was the last Tiger to defend Berlin at the Brandenburg Gate in April of 1945. It was, I cannot remember the division, Google it. It starts with an M. It's like Murnberg. It's some funky something. It's like M something Berg division. It was formed in March of 45 and was done in May of 45, something to that effect. But it's a really nice Tiger. really good scale model, good replica, same as the Sherman. Um, the Sherman is more kid friendly in terms of look and appeal. It kind of looks a little kiddish with like the bright green. I kind of wish they would have done a duller green, but overall it looks really good. Um, in terms of historical accurateness, the only problems I had were the stickers that were used on the Tiger, and those being, I actually took them off because I'm making this pretty accurate. It had the cross on the side panel of the body itself that had it had the cross, and then it said Tiger 323. Um, Normally the Tiger just has it on right here, which you can see down there, and I move the cross to the back. But guys, that's basically going to wrap up the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know which one is your favorite down in the comments. And if you were to own one, which one would you own? Would you own the M4 Sherman or the Tiger 1, also known as Tiger 323? Personally, I would go for the Tiger because it's bigger, badder, meaner, cooler. Overall, cooler. And, you know, it's a Tiger. Who wouldn't want to own a Tiger? But that's basically it, guys. Like, comment, and subscribe, like I said. And that's basically it. Lego Man 213, out.